gnat. Hold on. Before we start, there's a gnat in here. We gonna fight. Yeah, I'd leave too. So, boy, you don't want none of this. All right. All right.
Okay, we are back, bros
We
with
are
mics.
back, bros, with mics, y'all. Quick little update. Clemson played over the past few days, and the AP poll
The
came
AP poll.
out.
But first, Tom, I gotta get into this Clemson game, bro. I am. Oh,
Hold on.
oh,
Like, let me do like Michigan. Take a moment of silence for the death of the Dabble Sweeney era.
oh my God!
Boom, it's
Not the
gone.
death.
It's gone.
Okay, so here I'm gonna hit you with a few key points in this little segment of this Clemson overview.
Okay.
Um, Paul Feinbaum, he
Mhm.
said the Dabo era has came to an end.
I agree.
I, I
Dynasty is done. He said, Dabble's dynasty is done.
I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, so here, let me give you some points. What excuse me, not
Oh,
him, but give you some points that's like maybe he's right. Okay, so
okay.
Garrett Riley comes in to take over the OC position. Lincoln Riley's little brother, for those who don't know, he did a great job at UCF, I believe. Or
Yeah.
was it TCU he was at? He was at TCU. I'm sorry, excuse me. He was at TCU last year when TCU went to the playoffs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the national championship. Okay, so Garrett Riley goes, he takes the reins over at Clemson. So now Clemson gets beat in their first season opener, 28-7 to Duke.
That's rough. An unranked Duke at that. They are a basketball school, Clemson. That is a basketball school. Did y'all forget that? I think they
Bro,
forgot. But it wasn't for lack of offense. Clemson offense was moving the ball.
but
200 yards passing.
they put up 7 points. You did say so on our last podcast show. I believe you did say that someone put up 300 yards of offense but no touchdowns, and that was a bad game.
Yes, indeed. In fact, is. Especially if you lose.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. I
Especially
mean,
if you
and
lose.
okay,
Who was it? South Carolina did the same thing. You put up all that offensive yardage and you lose. It's in poor form.
um, so check this. Clemson has now lost 3 of their last 4 games. Okay,
We know the
now
last two that
it's we know the last two.
hmm
It don't matter, but we do know the last two, which were for people who don't know Duke and the Tennessee Volunteers. But it's kind of like so. Check this: we got DJ leaving the program to go to Oregon State,
who
and then
won their game.
you got Cade Klubnik, who a lot of Clemson fans was wanting to see play last year and take the reins over DJ for his poor performance. Now my question is: was DJ the problem?
No, in fact, DJ, I don't think was the problem. Maybe it could have been a little bit of chemistry error. You know what I feel it was?
What's
Who
that?
left? A very key piece of that team left, and we see the impact of that loss. Right, EV's gone.
He
You
is gone.
lose a powerhouse on defense like that, who has a work ethic, who gets some boys in the gym. He's hiring the people that he needs to get their boys strong and compete. He's gone now, and look what happens in the aftermath.
He is gone. It still doesn't. I guess I get. People can have impact over your whole program because BB, he has that energy. That
Yeah.
boy is wide open, like he is 16 years old on prom night. He is wide open. So
Mhm.
my thing is, um, BB leaves, the energy maybe shifts in Clemson, but does that explain the offense?
The offense does not lack for scoring. They did not score really on
I'm
this
gonna
game,
say they didn't
but they put up
score.
numbers. They 7 points ain't scoring, but they had offensive efficiency. They just couldn't finish it. Duke just had the magic key. There's a few key turnovers in that game that uh, really helped turn the tides, but they just couldn't get together on offense to finish. They were getting yardage. You
Yeah.
look at that minus the touchdown. Oh, they probably won that game. They're very efficient, but they just couldn't get it done. They outperformed them on offense. They just couldn't score.
Okay. So check this. From 20 in the Dabo excuse me. From 2015 to 2020, Clemson has went 79-7. Okay. From 2021 to present day, they have went 21-7. So in that 5 year span, they lost 7 games, which
Hmm.
is great, fantastic. And from 2021 to 2023, they have lost 7 games.
Yeah.
Is Dabo era over? I don't know. That Duke
It's
game.
coming to an end. And, I mean, they're gonna be his head will be on the chopping block after this year, especially now with the new additions coming to the ACC. You get some new teams in, more money, more look.
That's
I
true.
mean,
That's true.
more eyes on your conference. I think at this point in time, his job is going to be starting to get questioned. Now he hasn't won a championship in a while, so
Okay.
that's another key point. So you haven't won a championship in a
What's
while.
a while though? Come on now.
I
What's a
mean,
while
in this era, if 3 4 years, if you were had a
in
pattern of
this
winning,
era?
if you had a pattern of winning, a pattern of getting to the championship, when's the last time Clemson was really a factor to win it?
Okay,
It's
so if
been a
you
while.
take the reins over a football program and you coach there for 10 years and bring 2 championships, you think that's a bad
I
era?
mean, if you do that towards the height of your performance, but you got to look, it's a changing of the guard right now, right? The eras are changing. The 2020s are different than the teens, right? 16, 17, okay, you might have been the best, but the 2020s, 22, 23, 24, we're changing now. I mean, the landscape of the college field has changed with the NILs, with the transfer portal. So he is the type of coach that doesn't want to get the one and dones like we're seeing the guys coming there, the Sam Hartmans, to get the job done. He wants to do it the traditional way and foster the guys from the beginning. But guess what? While you're doing that, somebody else taking that 5 star and getting that win, getting the win, right?
Uh,
So if you're not winning,
It's hearsay. I mean, just because how hard it is to win a national championship, let alone week after week after week,
mhm,
and to go undefeated, I think we've got so accustomed to seeing that because of the Georgias and the Alabamas who do it. So everybody holds themselves to that standard that
yeah.
they're not. I think Clemson, 2 national championships in his tenure so far. I think that's a great job that he's done for Clemson,
Hmm.
but it's hard to say because year in year out, it's hard to stay consistent in this day and age. Like
Hmm.
it really is. But I don't think it's over with. I just think that some things need to change.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I beg to differ. I think college football nowadays is really showing us it is a next man up mentality. You get what I'm saying? Uh, I mean, we take
When
Colorado
it
for example.
when
Take
when
Colorado
it
for example. You got a 1-11 team. Next man up. Get that coach out of here, right? Get the next man up, and that's why NIL transfer portal next man up. If you can't get the job done, I will find somebody. And why are coaches inevitable to that? Why are coaches like, nope, I'm invincible. I'm not. You're not gonna get rid of me if I'm not winning. I'm not bringing championships. I'm losing to unranked teams.
upsets happen for a reason, brother.
I don't know. Only time will tell. I
That's
don't.
why
I'm
they're
not saying
called
he's getting fired
upsets.
this year. I'm not saying he's going this year. But
Right.
I'm saying if he doesn't perform this year, his head is going to be on the chopping block soon.
Okay, so a little insight. It's my last point on the Clemson overview versus Duke. A little insight on that game. I have Clemson with 4 and 5 stars compared to Duke's 4 and 5 stars. I have Clemson with 39 to Duke's 2. Outcoached? I think so.
I mean, Duke is at home. It's hard to beat anybody at home. Sometimes Duke is at home, and them students, 40,000 strong, were ready for it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, they were out there like ants swarming the meal on the ground. You drop
yeah,
it, they were there for it. I enjoyed it, but they were outperformed, better prepared, ready for what was coming. And Kate Klubnik is still a young guy. He has to get settled in.
Lovely.
Only been a sophomore. Klubnik is only a sophomore this year, so he's still trying to get his feet wet. And
Yeah, yeah, for
maybe they'll
sure.
look better next week against Charleston. I mean, I know
Um,
you lost in Charleston last time, so maybe they'll look better against Charleston Southern this next game.
no, I think they bounce back for sure and take week 2. But just I guess a learning curve and some things to pick up on from Clemson. But that's pretty much my take on Clemson, y'all. I believe
Down
that's
to the
it.
good stuff, boy,
Yeah.
boy. AP 25. All right, man. You know I'm excited about this. I do got a few quarrels about it, but just like Thanos, Tennessee is inevitable, and I will show you why here soon. Right?
Okay.
Number 25, Clemson, coming up previous ranking of 9.
Dropped 16 spots, did they not?
Yeah, yeah, that's a big fall from grace right there. Soon to be kicked out if they lose another game right there. But they lost to Duke 28-7. They deserve to be there. Uh, the next one, I'm not mad at. Tulane. Hey, come on back to the SEC. If you keep winning like this, getting up there, I might trade you for little brother Vandy over there. Uh, Defeated South Alabama 37-17. That looked great. Next, Texas A&M, the Aggies at 23, staying at 23 where they're at before beating the Lobos. Colorado. What did I tell the people? What did we say to them, man? They in there. If he ain't if he ain't back, who's back? And that's I love to see it at number
Yeah,
22 right
hard to
there.
find.
They deserve to be there. Duke Blue Devils out of a great upset. I don't know how I feel about you being at number 21 over Colorado just because you upset a weakened Clemson. But I mean, I'm glad to see you ranked. You deserve it. Good win right there. And Ole Miss at number 20, coming from 22 against a medical school out in Mercer. Good win, 73-7. Good job.
I guess. Do
You
I
got
think that do I think that Duke is better than Colorado? I don't. But Duke did defeat a top 10 ranked Clemson,
mhm.
and Colorado beat a 17 ranked TCU.
Yeah.
Um, I don't think Duke is better than Colorado, but I can't be mad at putting them above Colorado for right now.
Yeah, I'm not upset only because, and I hate to say it, but there is such thing as a quote beginner's luck. There is, I mean, there is such thing as that, right? And I'm not saying it's beginner's luck, but I'm just saying sometimes the blind squirrel finds a nut. We'll see if he has a pattern of winning now, and if so, then he deserves 22 and everything else to come left to come with his wonderful two-way player right there and Travis. So,
All right. So next I have 19 through 10, or I'm gonna say 19 to 11. Excuse me. So at 19 I have Wisconsin. 18 I have Oklahoma. Um, 17 I have North Carolina. 16 Oregon State. 15 Kansas State. 14 LSU. 13 Oregon. 12 Utah. 11 Texas. Anything you want to comment on that?
um, do I feel that North Carolina should be where they're at? I don't know.
North
Uh,
Carolina 17
yeah, they got a lot to prove. That their defense actually has changed. I mean, that was a big question for them.
jumped up four
Uh,
spots.
yeah, did that defense actually perform, or was it just South Carolina back in their true form? They finally came out of beast mode that they went into that last little bit of the season.
If I don't recall real quick, I think you said that SEC was going to go undefeated this weekend. I think that was the
No, 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 no,
Pac-12.
no. Now you heard me wrong. You might have bumped your head. I said the Pac-12 is going to go undefeated 13-0 this weekend.
Okay, okay. So here we
But
go with the
I
Pac-12.
digress. I digress. It's not like you can go back and watch the video from before. I mean, that's in the past. But um, I don't have too much issues with it, man. Kansas State. We'll see what they have to offer to be the Southeast Missouri. They face Troy next, who's not a bad team. They're down in the Sun Belt, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll see what some of these guys have to offer. LSU, you definitely deserve to be where you're at after that loss,
Um,
that 14.
I guess the only thing I'll take away from this is, do I think that Oregon State is better than Oklahoma? Biased or not, I don't think they're better than Oklahoma. I don't think Kansas State is better than Oklahoma. Unfortunately, we don't get to play Kansas State this year.
Yeah.
But I think I can't be mad at it. I can't be mad at Oklahoma didn't play nobody. A lot of these teams didn't play anybody. Oregon had no business. Everybody and they moved up two. I mean, they put 81 points up and they moved up two slots. So I
Yeah.
mean, Oklahoma put up 73 points and they moved up two slots. So I can't
Mhm.
be too mad at it. Still plenty. We just touched the surface literally with
Mhm.
week one reaction today, so I can't be too mad at the 19 or 20 through 11. Excuse me, I keep butchering it. I don't even know why, but I can't be mad at that. But next we have the top 10.
Yeah.
So
And we'll go quick through number 10. They deserve to be there. I mean, they haven't lost yet. Down from 13 to number 10 at Notre Dame Fighting Irish, 56-3 victory over TSU. I mean, you part of the 3-star. Sorry, TSU. But Hey, I hope you have a great season down in your division.
Hey,
Next.
hey, 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 hey. Notre Dame said put some respect on that
Hey,
name.
hey, man.
2 weeks only giving up 6 points. Come on now.
I mean, that is great. But Notre Dame, you know how I feel about Notre Dame. My opinion is very, very stout about them. They do great during the regular season, as always. Then they get to the end and crunch time and fold. What does pressure
Um,
do? Hey,
I
what does
don't
pressure
know.
do? What does pressure do?
Where's the pressure from, though, at the end of the
Pressure bursts
day?
pipes, man, because they
Pressure
have
from
all this.
what?
Listen, they're gonna go through this entire season looking great, and we're gonna do the same thing we always do. Notre Dame, man, they got it. They have a chance. They got a chance, and then we let them weasel their way in just to get smacked.
I mean, I get that they had played small schools in the first 2 weeks, but I mean, 6 points in 2 weeks. Hey, you're on your third game. Only you hadn't allowed a touchdown yet, so I can't be mad at that.
I
That's
mean,
tough
but
to do.
we got to look at the schedule. I'm glad they finally scheduled some decent teams. With NC State coming up, USC on the schedule and
You,
Clemson. But
you know what's crazy is I just found out what NC State stood for. Excuse me, NC State. I apologize.
really, no,
You told me. You
North
told me on
Carolina.
the. Yes, I didn't know it was North Carolina. I just thought it was NC. I was like, bro, I honestly didn't think like I was like NC State. It never registered to my mind that it was an actual place. I'm just like NC State. I just never really thought too much about it. I was like NC State. It's kind of like actually like I want to say about 2 years ago. I was like Penn State, and I was like, where is that even at?
Where's Penn? What is
I
this
was
place?
I was like, where is Penn State even at? And it was like Pennsylvania. Okay, moving on to
Okay, we proceed to number 9. Like I said, back to my original comment, we are inevitable. You can't stop us from being in the top 10. We deserve to be there. We should have been there at the start of the season. The way we finished off.
You
Uh,
give Tennessee fans a crumb and they will take it like it's a 5 course meal.
no,
I
we
tell
we
you
gonna
what.
take it and we gonna eat the rest of the season, man.
I will
I'm ready
say
for it.
I like Tennessee moving up 3 spots. I
Mhm.
mean, I don't know 3 spots. I think Notre Dame probably should have been above Tennessee personally.
They
Nothing
are above
against
us at 10 because
no,
it goes 9 then 10.
no,
They're where they should be, above
no.
us because we're better.
Above us going backwards. So I think I like Notre Dame at 9 instead of 10. But
I mean, do you really feel that they're better than us?
I don't.
I don't
I
even feel
honestly
Washington is better than Tennessee.
on.
I don't feel Penn State's better than
I don't
Tennessee
think
either.
Washington is no, but I think on a neutral site, Notre Dame and Tennessee, that'd be a great game. I think it'd go either way. I do.
Yeah, I think we'd bust their head and wrap it back
I
up
don't.
very
I don't see
nicely.
how you played. You played Virginia. You gave up how many points? You gave up
13 points.
13 points the first
And
week.
and you got to think about this, right? We scored 49 points with 4 bad possessions to start off the game. 4 punts to start off the game with the sped up clock
Well,
and still put up
nobody
49.
gave y'all those 4 possessions, but your own team. You got to remember that,
We
brother.
gave them 4 possessions and they only scored 13. We're gonna give y'all some possessions and you only scored 13. We still put up 49 with this new sped up clock, which I really don't like. This
I
sped up
don't know
clock.
if I do either.
It's
Yeah,
not the
I'm not a
NFL. Why
fan.
y'all doing them like this?
Yeah. So
But not
Tennessee.
to get too wrapped up on us, huh? Because
No, no. I
we
mean,
can.
that's who you rep. So we
Yeah.
definitely can always take a little more time on that. But like I said, I think I like Notre Dame above Tennessee only because that 2 week span they only gave up 6 points.
Yeah.
No touchdowns was given, and they are 2-0. Do I think they're better than Tennessee? I really don't know.
Hmm.
I'm just being straight neutral. I'm always gonna be neutral, but I really don't know.
I
But
mean,
like I
but we
said,
will say, look at the quality of opponents they play. They play Navy and
yeah,
they
and I
played
give you that.
Tennessee State.
And yeah, I think Virginia would probably beat both of those teams,
Yeah.
but
So just saying, Navy and Tennessee State. We'll see.
but I don't
The
know.
next
Texas
game.
State did beat Baylor. I don't know. So,
Oh, you're
so
right.
next we got Washington.
Yeah.
Not too much to say about Washington. I like where Washington is. Do I think they're better than Tennessee or Notre Dame? I don't think so. I think Washington takes the back seat to those teams as of right now, as a week one.
Mhm.
But I mean, you, I'm not mad at it. I'm
Yeah,
not.
I'm not mad at it all. Them or Penn State at number 7. I mean, you guys got a little bit to prove. Penn State's the same thing. I feel with Notre Dame. They get a lot of hype. They win a bunch of games. They run into Michigan and they run to our state, and then we see the real Penn State at that point in
Could be
time.
different this year. Could be
It
different.
could be. They're wide open. We know we'll get to who I think is going to take their division, their conference, here soon.
Yeah.
USC, your boy, he's out there still making waves, man. Caleb Williams and Lincoln Riley are
USC
looking
at
good.
number.
66-14.
I thought you were saying USC was in the okay. All right. Anyway, so yeah. So at number 6 we got USC. I think
Mm-hmm.
they didn't move anywhere. They didn't go anywhere as well as Penn State. I
Mm-hmm.
think that USC is offense driven. I think number 6 is right where they should be.
Yeah.
Do I think they're better than Penn State? I don't know, honestly. That'd be a good game to see. I would probably say that they were probably like a 3-point favorite in that game, maybe even a 7-point favorite. But I think it would be probably a shootout. I don't know if Penn State has the weapons to go up against USC in a
Yeah.
shootout. But moving on to number 5, I got Ohio State. Any comments on that?
I mean, I don't like it. I feel like they should have fell a little bit further. I don't even think they're top five material. Maybe switch with USC right now. I think
I
maybe
can
they
see
should at
that.
least got knocked to six at
Yeah,
least.
I can see
Uh,
that.
yeah, 23-3 over Indiana. That's not great. And I mean, you won, but we saw the game. You won, but
Yeah.
we saw the
It's
game.
and that's the thing about these games is the score don't necessarily mean the outcome of the game of
Yeah.
how it looked, So yeah, I could definitely see Ohio State moving back to 6.
Mhm.
Um, but I mean, they didn't lose. They beat their team. They beat their opponent by 20 points.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's kind of hard for you to get pushed back 20.
Yeah.
I mean, get pushed back 3 slots after you beat your opponent by 20. So
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. I think Ohio State will probably finish third in their division. I mean, in
Hmm.
their conference, behind Penn State and Michigan. But time will tell.
Time will tell.
Yeah.
Next, we got Florida State Seminoles, and I think they deserve to be at number 4. Is Florida State back? I
Is
don't know.
Florida State back, moving up 4 spots to number 3? I don't know, bro. I
I
don't.
don't know.
They handled business, bro.
They looked fantastic out
They
there.
handled business. You know what I'm
Like
saying? Like,
number 4 was looking like a young Megatron. He is a dog out there.
bro, when I say this guy being look, let me show y'all. Let me show you what this boy be in the field cooking rice like this. Always. Always he got his hands some rice, bro. When I say that ball was up in the air, like he never like he didn't juggle. He didn't
No,
juggle anything.
no.
Like
If he was wide open, it's a little iffy. But if you were covering him, if you were on his
if he had to
island,
go up and
yeah,
get the
it was
ball,
over with. It was over
bro,
with.
that's scary to think
We need
about.
to
It
check
really
his
is.
gloves. As a matter of fact, hey, NCAA, check that man's gloves because there's no way his hands are that sticky. It is. He is
Bro.
ridiculous. He's an athlete.
Bro, that's wild.
Please, hey, come on and transfer SEC. We'll take you. Hey, we'll take you.
Bro, see, that's the thing. Tennessee fans always trying to get what they. I told you, what I
Hey,
said
man.
earlier. You give them a crumb.
we go.
I'm
Hey, we
telling
gonna
you.
eat, man. We're gonna eat one way or another. We gotta eat.
Oh my
Either
goodness.
eat or
Next, moving
starve.
on. Yeah, right. Next, moving on, we got Alabama at number 3. How you feel about that? I
Bama's
think
gonna be Bama. One thing I will say, there is, I don't care what y'all say, you can disagree or not, there's media bias for Alabama.
it
They
is. It
love this
is.
team, man. They try their best to show them like, this is our shiny trophy, man. Put them up front, put them up front. And I don't think they deserve it, but they haven't lost. And number 3 is where they're at right now. And 2,
Don't think
they run
Bama
into
deserves
Texas.
to be 3?
They didn't lose, so you got to put them there for now. I'll say that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like they may be a better team than the people behind them. Ohio State, they're better than them. I think they're better than Penn. I wouldn't see them going anywhere else at the moment. So put them at 3 till they run into some real competition,
I
like
mean,
Texas.
they got Texas week
Yeah.
2, and we
So
will be reacting on that. So,
we'll see.
um, honestly, I like where Bama is. We'll we'll find out. This is just throw them out there on what we think. This ain't too crucial of the matter. But I do like Bama at 3. Moving on, we got Michigan at 2.
Yeah, I really like it. Blake Corum is in full form. He doesn't like that injury. It's stopping him all. 32nd touchdown of his career. Rushing, that man is he's a truck right there. You see him. Once he's going, he's like, what's that brand? Train. Train never stops. He looks good, man.
Yeah, he does. He does. I still think Michigan comes out of the Big Ten as of right now, as a Week
Hmm.
1 reaction.
I 100% agree.
Um, I just don't see. I think their biggest threat right now is Penn State and probably Ohio State. Ohio State's defense didn't look good. It's just their offense was so shaky. I don't know if they can keep up with Michigan.
Yeah.
Not saying Michigan is an offensive driven program right now, but um, I don't think that Ohio State can hold Michigan right now. But I like them at 2, and it ain't too much to say about that, really.
Yep. And number one, we knew who's going to be the reigning champions, Georgia Bulldogs,
Oklahoma
who,
Sooners.
yeah, we saw. Uh, yeah. What is that? Oklahoma.
Who said that?
There's a glitch in the matrix. But no, Georgia Bulldogs number one. I deserve to be there. Reigning champions. You had the business against UT Martin, though we saw a chink in the armor. There's a crack in the dam. There
Their
is a
offense.
crack in the dam.
I will say that their offense did struggle that first half against UT
The
Martin.
only person who I think really looked great, Brock Bowers. That he's a young Brock. He's a man amongst boys out there.
He looked
That's
like
what.
me out there.
That's really what's going. That's who's going to keep them going. Pray he stays healthy this whole year because they're going to need him.
Yeah.
100%. You can't start slow like that against another powerhouse. You can do it against UT Martin, but you play a powerhouse, an actual big school, a real school. You can't start off like that because you're going to get punched in the mouth.
I mean, we will see. We'll see.
Not for a while because
Georgia's.
they got
Yeah, I'm gonna
Ball
say
State
Georgia's.
next.
Yeah, Georgia's. All, I mean, their
Schedule.
schedule's a little shaky.
It's shaky. I mean, you got Ball State next, South Carolina, who's weak, UAB, Auburn, Kentucky, Vandy. Like that first slate of games is cupcake.
Yeah, I don't like Georgia's schedule.
And not at all, man. And then Florida after that, who was cupcake, Missouri. Honestly, I only see two potential games on here that might catch them slipping. Ole Miss, and then to turn around and play Tennessee after that. Really, Tennessee's the only game I see them maybe losing because you are coming to Neyland. But Ole Miss could be a slip-up game just because old Lane
They didn't play
Kiffin.
in Neyland last year. They played in
Mm-mm.
Georgia in Athens, didn't they? Yeah, they
Yeah.
did.
So you coming to Neyland this year. We're not between the hedges, my boy. And you got us later in the season, so you better make sure everybody's completely healthy, especially
Were
coming
you
out of the
going
Ole
to that
Miss
game?
game. No, those tickets were ridiculous. Uh,
Hey, just like the
absolutely
Texas to
ridiculous.
Oklahoma
Hey
tickets. I was like,
man, South Carolina
we
was in
need
my
some
budget.
sponsors.
And we need some sponsors. South Carolina was in my budget, so I took
Yeah,
it.
bro, we need some
So
sponsors for sure. But no, I think anything else you want to add on that?
no, I mean that's it. I don't like talking about Georgia anyway because I'm tired of hearing about Georgia. Once Georgia won, I knew we opened a can of worms right there, man.
Yeah,
Their fans, it just shifted from how Alabama used to be when they were on top.
yeah.
Georgia is like the new Alabama with their fans. They just go and go and go. It's like
Did you change shirts?
no, it's all Vols, baby. All Vols.
I think you changed shirts, bro.
No, man, but in the
You
middle
had
of the
on a
chat.
coat. You had on a coach's shirt. Oh yes, the first recording we did, Tom definitely messed up his track, so we had to shoot this whole thing again.
Man, it's hey, mistakes happen. We live, we learn. I messed up and I closed out too early and we lost the entire video. But it's okay. We live, we learn. I'm fighting gnats because this gnat, he's been living in my basement for a while now. And there's no food, there's nothing down here. So I don't understand how he's surviving.
Hey, look, we love y'all, man. We will continue posting. Y'all hit us up on socials. Um, I think we will have more. We have more socials. We'll probably hit up. We'll be creating an Instagram here
Yeah.
shortly, and a Facebook as well. Definitely need to get that Facebook done.
Yeah, ASAP. We'll definitely get that done ASAP. It's just going to be Bros Mics. You can find
Yeah.
us at that on all of our socials. X, whenever we make that, we'll do the X, we'll do
And
Instagram,
we'll have
all
it.
that.
We'll
This,
have it posted right now. I know right now I have the TikTok up above right here. But later on we'll definitely have those socials. And man, y'all hit us up. Any comments, any concerns, or not concerns? We ain't doing that wrong.
yeah, I mean, and I want to give a quick plug to Vol for Life Uncensored. Let me advertise to get our page out there. Thank you guys so much for letting us get in there. You can reach us on there to talk back, but it always comes back to Bros with Mics. That's where we're
Yes.
at. And if you really want to talk to us, message through there, and we'll chat with you. We'd love to maybe get you on here, get your opinion.
Yeah,
right?
for sure,
We
for
love
sure.
opinions. That's what makes us so good. So,
Yes, sir.
again, thank you so much for taking time to watch our videos. We got a few more if you want to check out for our week one recaps. We'll have this whole thing ready to go. We just want to get a quick AP poll update to you guys, let you know what's up with it on our opinions on that matter. Again, thank you so much. I'm out. Bye. All right, go ahead and leave this real quick.
Thank you.